Guys, this video is important. We're on the 15-minute time frame. Bitcoin just went sideways this weekend, but I'm making this video to gear you up for the week ahead. I believe it's going to be a crazy one, and we're going to come back to this smaller time frame in a second here. I'm going to show you some key levels that I'm looking at in the trade that I'm looking at in the direction. But before we do that, I want to zoom out on like the 4-hour, the daily time frame. We're going to look at this entire sideways action we've been putting in for the past 7 months, and I'm going to show you exactly why I think this low is going to get broken before this high gets broken. I think this low will get broken before this high gets broken. If you are subscribed to this channel, if you've been watching my videos, you know my calls have been, we've been on a roll. We've been on a roll lately, and it's all thanks to Elliott wave theory. It's what I stand by. I'm confident in my Elliott wave. And the proof is in the pudding, baby. We have the fastest growing YouTube channel percentage-wise as far as trading channels go. And that's no coincidence. Subscribe if you're not already for daily updates. If you want to learn how to trade Elliott Wave, join the free Discord, pinned in the first comment. I got my free Elliott Wave course there for you. So take the free course, learn how I trade, and get your toes wet. Also, follow me on Instagram. I will be showing my face on Instagram. So drop a follow. It's pinned in the first comment. I'm posting trading motivation and also personal life stuff. My face will be shown. I need the followers to rack up a little bit before that happens. All of this is pinned in the first comment down below. Drop me a follow. Now, before we go smaller time frame, it's going to be towards the end of the video. This is very important because you need to know. I'm going to show you basically where my head's at and what's going to happen as we go into the near future here, when different scenarios play out. We're going to look at if this trend line breaks first before this low, if this low breaks first before the trend line. Now, as an Elliott wave trader, this junk is all up to interpretation. We can only pull from our own experience and our own comfort with the charts. I only trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. I stare at these charts, Elliott wave patterns, all day, every day. So I'm pretty comfortable with how they move. That's why I emphasize only getting really good at trading 2 or 3 assets. That's it. That's all you need to make money in leveraged markets like this. Now, this whole sideways action is really just a correction, in my opinion. It's just a correction of this entire move. At this point, I'm totally fine with saying that. This is the blowfin chart, so a little low on chart history. But looking at this, and I'm going to tell you the psychology and the mentality here with your retail traders. All I see is a correction down, some type of correction up. What I would love to see is a correction down that breaks the low, but I just don't think we're going to get it. It's just my opinion. So I'm looking at it more as a finished WXY, right? WXY. And what I want to see happen is a flat, where we put in our initial wave, we are putting in a flat correction down to these lower targets. I don't want to see this low taken out. And then we put in a wave to the upside that takes out the all-time high. And then from there, we can impulse down because we have a correction down, correction up. We're looking for an impulse down, and that would be our finished flat correction. That's it right there. Now, why this works, from there, we can go as high as you want to go, right? But not before this. Why this works: number one, there's an extreme amount of liquidity sitting up here. Just stop losses, liquidity is just sitting up here, right? On top of that, there's so many people that have this trend line draw that are going to swing trade this and breakout trade this, put in big positions, breakout trade, have their stop loss like somewhere down here, right? And they're going to, because they are expecting once this trend line breaks, it's off to the races, right? And it could be the case. I'm not going to say it's not. But it's just not probable. They need to get enticed into the market and then absolutely swept, rug pulled. Come back down. We need to come down to this target before we can keep going upwards. I want to come down here. I just do. So a flat correction where we have a correction down, a correction up, an impulse down would do that. Now, how we get up to this liquidity is what is in question. I think this low is in and we're coming up, but I just think we're going to take the scenic route, and we have a flat that we're putting in. We're going to come back down here, not break the low, really scare everyone, and then we're going to zoom up. For this to be a B wave in our flat into a C wave, I need it to be at least, usually you're going to want to see it at least the length of our A wave. And, you know, that would be somewhere over in here, time-wise. And what I'm thinking is, as we make our descent down here, elections beginning in November, should kick off some type of a rally to the upside. Right? You know, leading up to elections, we're dumping, elections, rally. And then once we break the high and head into the new year, end of December into early January, I think, you know, shit's going to hit the fan. We're going to dump quite hard. And it's going to really throw everyone off, because it will probably look like there's going to be some type of a crash going on. And really, it's just a flat correction for us Elliott wave traders. We're not surprised by this at all. I'm actually looking for this. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope that makes sense. Now, looking at the scenario where this low is taken out, it would look a lot more clean to me, because we have a W into a flat, X into a impulse, correction, Y. But you would have to say that this correction is done right here, which it could be. It could be. And then we're coming down hard right now to like 43K. Now, if that's the case, I would be fine with saying, okay, now once we come back up to these higher levels, now we're zooming, right? No pullback after that. But in my scenario, we're not breaking this low. We're coming down for a flat around right in here, 52K, 51K. And then we'll come up, break the high, and then flat down. And then we can go. That's where my head is at, guys. You know, zooming in on this a little closer. Go on the hourly. You know, for me, what I'm seeing is a flat here. That's one correction. I'm seeing a corrective wave up. I don't see this as an impulse. You know, it did hit fib targets here. It hit what? It hit the 1-to-1. So the fib targets have been reached. You know, which would call for this to be a finished correction. We could just get an ABC down and then hit you with a WXY. That could be the count as well. I just see, as far as liquidity goes, I see this trend line definitely getting taken out. You better believe on my short that I'm currently in, if this holds, and I will be re-entering if we get up here, I do not want to see this high taken out. You better believe I will be taking a nice amount of profits right here. I'm not holding this trade all the way down here. I'm going to keep some on the table for sure. This is my ultimate target down here. But I'm very aware of these other scenarios, and I will be hedging against that. But I think if we push this all the way down here, man, it's going to get scary. It's going to get scary, and then boom, we're off to the races. You know, seeing this market move time and time again, day after day, it's what it likes to do. So that's where my head's at there. We're going to zoom in on this and take a look. You know, over in the premium Discord, we did fire in a scalp trade today. It hit beautifully on this dump. We threw in another scalp trade. Stop loss was moved down on it to basically nothing. Stop loss ended up getting hit. So basically just one winning trade today. If you want to join the premium Discord, I have 24/7 live charts. All my indicators are included with their settings. Swing alerts, scalp alerts, group talk. We do live sessions. I chart everything up live for you guys. Go to upgrade here in the free Discord. If you use the code FIRST20, you will get $20 off your first month. There's a few redemptions left on this, just a couple, so hopefully you get one. If you want to give it a try, just click the WAP link. It connects directly with your Discord. Use the code FIRST20 for $20 off your first month. So we traded this on this fine Sunday, and that was a scalp trade because looking at this zoomed in, what I want to see, and you can't always get what you want. What I want to see is this be a flat correction, right? So I have a leading impulsive wave to the downside. That's the start of something for me, not the end of something. So I don't want to see this high taken out. It will throw off everything for me. I need that high to hold. But in here, we can do whatever the hell we want to do. You know, that looked like a finished correction there. I was playing this short. I'm still short from the tippy top. I haven't touched this trade. It's just still cooking. And I'm chilling. Now, it looks like we put in a correction to the downside after we put in a correction to the upside. So correction up, correction down that broke the low. As you can see, Bitcoin loves to flat. That's why I love calling out these flat patterns, because Bitcoin loves to do it. Not every coin likes to do it. Not every asset, not every stock likes to do it, but Bitcoin does. That's why it's important to hyper focus on one freaking thing. All you need to do is trade one thing day in and day out. That's all you need to do. So with that being the case, I'm looking for an impulsive 5 waves to the upside for our C leg. Do we have that? This looks like a finished 5th wave right there. It does. Definitely can hit up higher. Definitely. What I do is pull the fibs, and you'll get your targets, which we are basically tickling the 1-to-1 right now. And there's a little bit more upside to get that 1-to-1. Obviously, you got to give it some breathing room, some wiggle room. It doesn't have to pixel it perfectly, but that's going to be my main target I'm watching. This 1-to-1 around 63.5K. If we hit higher and take out this local high that we put in, I'd be looking at that. If we creep up in here, I'm going to start looking at these higher fib targets. Again, I don't want to break this high, but if I get stopped out on this, I will be re-entering at these fib targets. I will probably throw a nice fat swing in, throw a stop loss right here above the high, and just let it rock. I don't want to see a wave get that extended. It would look a little ugly to me. I see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks finished, guys. Most I want to see is another quick little spike, liquidity grab, and then dump this sucker, right? And then we can at least play an ABC to the downside, somewhere in this area, 56, 57K. I will be TPing in this area for sure, for sure. But the ultimate move I'm looking for is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you pull a fib here, boom, the 2618, which is, generally the first target you look at, is above our local low, so it matches up nicely. So if we do get a 5-wave impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should look something like that. Proportionally, it looks great. And then guess what? I'm looking to flip long as hard AF right here, boys and girls, hard AF. I'll tell you right now, stop loss right under this low. That would be the most perfect trade for me. Again, when we were down here, I longed this. I told you this was the target. I will be looking to short this exactly around the 66K level. It happened. I shorted it. This is another one of these calls. If we come down here like this, I am longing the crap out of this. So for those of you who think I only short this market, I longed it when we were down here. I longed this move up right here. I long when I see fit, and I will see fit down here. Let's go small micro time frame and see what's cooking on the smaller time frames. Before we do that, guys, if you do want to trade on Blowfin, they are no KYC. It's what I use to trade, and what everyone is using to trade on now. For my community, I have this initial deposit bonus hooked up for you guys, so you get bonuses on your deposits, however much you put in. There's the bonus, and then your trading volume will give you an additional bonus. So you get both of these bonuses. You got to hit the trading volume requirements, but your initial deposit you'll get automatically. That's all pinned right in the first comment down below for you, so go check out Blowfin. They're what I use, they're what I've been using, and what I will continue to use until they decide to KYC one day. Everyone seems to do it. Then we'll move somewhere else, right? So, going smaller time frame on this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm exhausted right now, guys. I ain't gonna lie, but I gotta pump this video out for you. Yeah, what I wanted to see and what I put in the premium Discord was more of a flat here down to these targets. This looks more corrective to me. It just does. Still hit the targets. That's fine, but I just don't. And looking at Ethereum, man, oh man, would it be? It looks like a finished 5 waves to me. It does, and I want it to be a finished 5 waves. Let's have this be like the start of something. And let's just start cooking to the downside. Let's not even mess around. A nice little head and shoulders for you head and shoulders people. Let's just cook. I have, you know, everyone in my Discord. We're short like this. This is the short play right now. That's where we're at. And if this gets taken out, we are looking at that 1-to-1 fib target. So, oops, sorry. Hang on. We're looking at this target right here. So if it's taken out, I'm looking at a quick, swift break of the high, swiftly, and then re-entering short, right? If it looks good, we're re-entering short, stop loss above, and looking to cook down. Now, if we get a little bit past the halfway point, if we come up and start tickling this high, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna like these higher fib targets more. So I'll tell you that right now. If anything, we have one more little hit to the high, in my opinion, before we push down, right? I want to see it finished already, but this doesn't look impulsive down. It looks more corrective. I really don't know what's going on this fine Sunday. Maybe we get more of like a WXY look and then pump up for one more. Seems to be a little long for me, so I'm just looking at my fib targets right now. Quick break of the high. Wouldn't mind it. Would look short. I want this high to hold though. That would be perfect, and let's just cook. All right. That's where I'm at, guys. I will keep you posted. I will post a video tomorrow for you. I can guarantee you that. I promise you that. Daily updates for you guys. So subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Join the Discord. I'll see you guys in there. Use that code. It's almost used up. That's all I got for you today. I'm going to go take a nap. I love you. See you in tomorrow's video, everyone. Bye.